Hello everybody and welcome back to the realm. Last episode we made a dock up at the top of the tower, and in this episode I'm gonna build an airship off of it. And it's not really a huge build per se, but it's pretty big like for me to do in one episode, and you can see I have a ton of resources here for it. Also, another thing about it, usually I build my things in survival and just figure it out on the fly, but this one was pretty complicated and organic, so I built it in creative mode, and I'm gonna just be kind of copying it in right here. And because of that, I'm gonna do a time lapse instead of a montage, and it's not just gonna be a time lapse like straight without any substance to it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a time lapse of me building it, probably only like 2 times speed or something, not too crazy. I don't want to disorient anyone. And while that time lapse is going, I'm gonna explain sort of the process of how I built it and what I was thinking while building it. I also have a couple progress screenshots in the creative world that I built it in, so I might bring those up and explain it that way too. But without waiting any longer, let's get right into the building. Alright, so there's actually gonna be a slight change of plans because I'm not gonna do the time lapse anymore. I was recording some footage for it, and it looked kind of choppy and weird because I would build a little bit, and then what would happen, I'd build, look at some reference pictures for a little bit, and then start building again. And it didn't look natural, it didn't translate well into a time lapse. So instead what I'm gonna do is just cut to when I'm done building it, the airship, and then once it's done I'll show you, what I've done and talk a little bit more about it. Okay, the airship is finally finished, and it actually took a pretty long time to make. That being said, there's not much to it, it's more just for aesthetics, like especially looking at it from down below and from the dock, from the tower. It looks pretty cool. I mean, it is nice to be on here. I mean, you can come in the back and look around. I may end up adding some lanterns on here or something at some point just to give it a little bit more light. And this golden armor on here is terrible. Like, this helmet's literally about to break. So yeah, that's just for aesthetics again. There is one room. Right now I don't have anything in here, but I'm considering maybe putting like an enchantment setup in here once I get some more books. I think that could be pretty cool. So yeah, we have one room, and other than that, it's just nice to look at, and of course, crafting table, because you can never have too many crafting tables. Also, it's kind of difficult to see on this side, but, well, from here it's not, but like from the ground it is. I have some fire in here, and I figured that would look kind of cool with the smoke that's coming out and sort of pushing the sail up. And speaking of the sail, when I built this in creative, the sail at first was a bit too far back. You can see in that picture right there. And I didn't know how to put it forward. I didn't want to tear it down and rebuild it. And it turns out that there's a special block called the structure block, which is actually really simple to use and pretty useful too. Basically, you can take a selection of blocks, and then you can place down the structure block, and it'll place that selection in that spot. So what I did, I selected the whole sail, destroyed it, and then I put the structure block down where I wanted the new sail to be, and it put it in the right spot, which was really awesome, and I'm glad that I figured out how to do that. Also, another thing, the entrance right here to the ship is not centered on the dock, and that wasn't a decision that I really wanted to make. It just happened because, so I had finished building the front of the ship, and I was working on the back, and I was like, man, something's not lining up here. Turns out that I actually made this 2 spaces wide instead of 1. And so everything in the back was like a whole block off. I didn't finish that much, so I just basically tore it out, but yeah, that's why it's not really centered on. And that's pretty much all there is to it, to the airship. Though there is another thing that I want to do, and that is take a look at some other people's bases, because we haven't looked at them for a while, and some people have made some pretty cool changes and updates, so let's go do that. So to start off, let's go to Flip's base, and I don't think the interior has changed too much since I last showed it off, but I'll show that again just in case anyone forgot what it looks like. It's actually a pretty big base that he has. He's got 3 floors, and actually this part might be changed. He's got the path block here and the enchantment setup, which I've been known to take advantage of from time to time since I don't have my own yet. And then up on his second floor, yeah, okay, so from here you can see the farms. This is the main addition to his base that he's made. That is just a huge cow farm. Up here he has some sugarcane and, you know, crops, but it's just a huge amount of cows that he has up here, and he has horses too. I didn't even know he had horses. But this is impressive. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone with a farm with so many cows, so yeah, that's basically the main addition to Flip's base. And here is Paper Salmon's base. She's made significant progress, not project. Well, I guess this is a significant project for her, but anyway, she's made significant progress since we last saw her, seeing that she didn't even have a base last time. I've not been in here yet. This is my first time inside. She's got a nice donkey, which, or maybe this is a horse? No, that's a donkey, definitely. He looks like a donkey. Not much inside here, but at least she has a base now, and I don't know where she's sleeping and keeping her resources. Also, number 0 helped her with this like staircase down. It looks really cool, especially from down there. Let's see if we can go down and take a look. Maybe, yeah. Okay, this is, oh my god. Okay, she's got some pigs and cows in here. That's pretty neat. I like how this goes into the cliff. And yeah, this is, if you haven't seen the episode when I first went through, she just had a bed out in the open, and this is really cool. Very good progress. And yeah, let me just go down here so that you can see what the staircase looks like from the ground, because every time I go into the nether, I just look up and I'm like, man, that looks cool. Yeah. I mean, there's no glass panes in there, but I really like how that looks. Next up is number 0's base, and he also has made a lot of progress. I'm pretty sure this wall was here last time I showed, but none of the leaves. And now this black walkway actually goes up to a different entrance. It's got candles and a clock, bees up there, I didn't even know that. And I'm pretty sure he has like a creeper farm off over there. I'm not going to go mess with that. But last time we were here, each of these tubes went to like an unfinished floor, and now pretty much all of these floors are finished. I don't even know which one this goes to, and what? Okay, I don't know how I got hurt. That was a strange glitch. But, yeah, like, all these floors are finished out now with the deep slate. This is, I guess, a smelting area. And he just has a ton of really cool places. He's got, like, a farming level, a tree chopping level. Let's see what this one is. This looks like a storage level, actually, and he's got a wool farm down here. Yeah, he also has a bunch of farms like I do under my base, except he actually decorates them. Doesn't just leave the natural cave environment around like I do. I think this goes to the tree chopping level. Yep. So yeah, this, I think, number 0 has the largest base out of everyone on the realm, and it's absolutely awesome. And finally, we have Cubic Boy 1212's base. He's also made some pretty good progress. And also, last time I came here, his name was Phoenix. He changes his name up a little bit. But yeah, he's got these oak planks in here. And he's also extended the, what's that called? Dripstone up a bit. Last time I was here, I'm pretty sure it was only 1 block. Now it looks like it's 2 blocks high. And he's also added in these little windows with the stairs, with the brick stairs. That's actually really cool. I never thought of doing that, but he used that to pretty good effect here. He's also, I like how he has like the cobble on the bottom and the brick on top. And I think this is almost like a portcullis, I believe, of a castle. So that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much all there is to his base. He doesn't have much on the inside, but what he does have is this wall, and that's pretty awesome. And I'm gonna go sleep before I lure a creeper over here and blow it up. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say that's all I have time for this episode. I really would have liked to do more, but this project didn't really allow me to do it like on the fly in survival. And yeah, doing it in creative was a good idea, but also kind of a bad one because I can't make as much content out of that. And I don't think I'm gonna do a video like this one again. It's really not what I wanted it to be, and took a while to build it in creative and then to transfer it, and just really wasn't what I wanted it to be in the end. Either way, I still hope that you enjoyed the build and the tours of the bases. So if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it if you left a like. And if you want to see more videos like this one, but maybe with a little bit more building and playing, please consider subscribing. And yeah, unfortunately, that's all I have time for, so I will see you in the next one. Oh yeah, I landed right in the water.